Okay, hey nannies out there. So today what I'm going to do is a very short review of two of my favorite nanny books. And this isn't going to be really an in-depth review of the nanny books, they're just really fun to read. So the first one, which probably all of you have heard of, is Nanny Diaries. And there's also a movie out of Nanny Diaries. I didn't think it was as good as the book, most often that's the case. But it was still really cute and fun to watch. You really want her to stand up for herself, and you don't see that in the book, but you see it in the movie. So that is a really fun book. Second book is called You'll Never Nanny in This Town Again. And this book is by Suzanne Hansen. And I don't know, this one doesn't seem to be as popular, but this book takes place on the west coast in California, which is where I live, but this is in LA. I live in the Silicon Valley, so where I live it's more like Google and Mac and Apple. Those are the types of families that you work for, not Hollywood stars. We don't always get to tell how we feel and what's going on in our life because not as many people really always understand situations that nannies deal with. So this brings up some really good laughs. Same thing in the end, you kind of wish that she would take more control of her situation. But sometimes it's hard to stand up for ourselves as nannies in certain situations. If you guys have any other books you'd like me to review, let me know. Some others that I will review and actually give book reviews, not just say, hey, read these, is Baby Wise, and this is for baby nurses, which some of you may be baby nurses out there. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so helpful for me when I have kids. Your Child's Self-Esteem. I guess I should be saying the author. Your Child's Self-Esteem is by Dorothy Briggs. Baby Wise is by Gary Ezzo and Robert Bucknam. And let's see, The A to Z Guide to Raising Happy, Confident Kids by Dr. Jen Berman. Okay, and then Parents Do Make a Difference, How to Raise Kids with Solid Character, Strong Minds, and Caring Hearts. Oh, how sweet. And that's, who's this by? Michelle Borba. I think that's how I say it. That's this book. And then there's two other favorite books I have, but most often the books I read that I love I don't have anymore because I've given them to someone else to read. And so those two other books are From Crib to College. It's basically how to raise your kid from infant to college. That book was phenomenal. And then, what's the other one? How to Discipline with Love. How to Discipline with Love. One of the moms I used to work for recommended that book to me because that's how she was disciplining her children, and she had a really interesting take on the book, and I came out with a different perspective, so I'll share some of that too. And recommend more books. If you have any books you want me to review, recommend them, and I'd love to read them.